Hi everyone, Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. I know it seems like it's been a long time since we visited. I do one video for YouTube and then I do another one for Patreon. So it's a little longer between visits for our village right here on YouTube. So that's why it seems like there's not as many videos. Patreon is getting some exclusives. So there's my explanation for that, but we are going to play on the table today. Yay! So I put this one in my book. I used a small Gelli Plate. If I were going to do this on a mixed media piece, I would use my larger Gelli Plate, but for the smaller page I used my smaller one. So very fun background, fun focal point. I used the Gelli Plate, some acrylics, stencils, sewing pattern, a couple of stamps, and then I put a focal point together. Very fun, and of course the stabilo. So let's see, anything else? Linda sent some goodies and a contribution to the village. Thank you. I thanked you in a previous video, but I think that was an exclusive on Patreon. So Linda, you probably didn't hear me say thank you. And Dana, you always send so many delicious goodies. Thank you. We used a lot of them this past weekend in one of our workshops. So that was very fun. Everyone enjoyed those. So I think that's it. See you on the table. So here it is, all finished. It's got some toilet paper rolls in there for these tags. We'll play with the tags at another date. Had fun with the background. It started off like this, and we used the Gelli Plate and acrylics, some stamps, sewing pattern, made a fun focal point out of a few different images, 1, 2, 3, 4 different images put together. So that was very fun. And now it's your turn. Alright, we're going to go back to the book that has the window and the acetate window in it, or the door, the button door and the acetate window with the butterfly on it, because we do have a 2-page spread here. So what I'm going to do is, I have 2 flattened toilet paper rolls. I've moistened these and flattened them. So they are going to go in this page like that. And bring a couple pages over. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue those into our book. Put that at the edge there. And another one. To the edge. Bring in my Mod Podge. Generously put it on this toilet paper roll page. Close my book. Looks like I need to scoot them back a little bit. We can do that. There we go. And then I'm going to glue another page down on top of that, make that nice and sturdy. Close that up. So I have 2 pages on this side, then I have the toilet paper rolls, and then 2 pages on this side. I think I'm going to add 1 more page. Just still feels a little flimsy. Okay, you can clip this or you can put your rice bag on it, whatever you want. Let's just slip those in there. Just look at that. So fun. All right, put your rice bag on that and let that dry. All right, we're bringing back in this double page. Here's our fun tags and our pockets. Very, very fun. So I have this little teeny tiny gel plate. I'm just going to put some paint on it. That's too much. Oh. Won't waste it, that's for sure. That's a tag. Very fun. And I'm going to put a stencil on this page and just do a little print. Then I'll take what's left and I'll print again. Totally off screen. And we'll do that again. Small workspace. It's okay. Building a background. So this imprint of that, not so good. Not so good. That's all right. We're going to do plenty more on this page, so not to worry about that. Next color, we'll go with the blue. So tiny, it's hard to get the right amount of paint on there. Just play with as many colors and as many patterns as you want. Very fun. What a Mardi Gras background. All right, I have my fun background here. I've been playing with some focal points. I think I'm going to do this. maybe some fish in there. So let me cut those out. We'll come back. All right, we're bringing our focal point back in. Just have a little red something something that I'm going to put in her top there. So Mod Podge. And I have a little helmet for her face, for her head. Then I have the fish for her wings. I was going to cut those fins off, but I like them. Set her aside, bring the book back in. I have a couple of stamps that I want to put on the page just because they are fun. Grab a piece of sewing paper, sewing pattern. So this is acrylic paint on the background, so we do not have to worry about it moving. It's the inks and the watercolor that will move. There's watercolor under here, but so much is on top of it that I'm not going to worry about that. And I'll just Mod Podge that sewing pattern down. Wrinkles are always welcome. Bring in our focal point. She's big. She is big. Bye-bye, fish. You guys have to come in a lot further. Yes. I am okay with that. Adjust your fish. Adjust your wings, young lady. Beautiful. Top to bottom, beautiful. Put Mod Podge on the back of her. Let's put her in the book. We want her to the top of the page. We want our fish as much as possible on the page. Grab a paper towel to push that down with, because of course my fingers are full of wonderful stuff. Now we'll trim off the excess, probably rip off the excess later. And wait till she dries and then play some more with her. Oh, she's beautiful. Yes, she is. I'm just going to put a coat of Mod Podge on her to protect her from any harm. I'm going to bring in my Stabilo and still Stabilo around the edges of the pages and around the edges of my focal point. And we're going to call this page done. I have a copper metallic pen. I'm going to just accentuate her necklaces. So here's your project for today. We got the Gelli Plate out for the background. Fun little focal point, some stamps. I used acrylic on the background. I used the other cobalt blue page as the background to the background. A little bit of sewing pattern on there. I put a little bit of copper on her necklace and around the fish wings. Yep, she's pretty fun. So here it is all completed. The tags we'll play with at another time. So go create, go play, go have fun.